Now go tell Graham and Guy and Gary to come out here.
Yeah, Gary.
To talk, and the company ought to allow it.
I don't think they're going to come for a little while. Is it on pause?
Look at this. They're not coming.
I'm going to get a picture of Grandpa
Here,
right here.
pause it.
Just a minute, I'm going to get a picture of Grandpa.
Zoom it. Zoom it.
Because it's his party, and he can laugh if he wants to.
Zoom it. Hey, we're going out of focus.
Can't be.
Yes, we are. We're going out of focus.
Somebody would have come to see me today.
Pause it.
All right.
Across your glasses. Going home party across your glasses. They put going home party across your face.
Grandpa.
Hey, Grin, don't look like that word.
Not that's the way it is. Everything gets
Oh.
Dad, will you come on? We're all standing here waiting.
Get Grandpa in there, will you?
There you are.
No.
You in focus now?
No.
On TV.
Okay, now stop it.
No.
This is just a more fancy way of doing it. Yeah. Taco, here. I'll get my plate. You gotta lean over and eat it. There's hot sauce. Lean over there and take a bite. People put hot sauce on.
Just as far as you come this way.
Don't do that.
Sour enough. Are they sour enough?
Yeah. And now if you're done putting stuff on
Then
there,
the
you roll
Congo
it
won't
up.
like having to take it to the huskers, get the thing right.
Most of the time there's just that dull ache when you're sitting there, you know.
Hot sauce? Is this hot sauce?
Yeah.
Justin.
There's a napkin over there, Justin. Oh, hi. You can't just a napkin.
Oh, dude, I'm not
I'm going really bad. He hasn't said that much.
Is that recording?
Sure.
Yeah, you're on tape for good now.
Come over here and
Oh, this is as big as a Gordo.
You got it. And everybody looks at you, what's the matter? They go, nothing, shut up.
I think you could zoom that one in.
Hi, guys.
Zoom it in.
Look at the size of that Gordo.
Especially when he's cranking his mouth open really wide to get that thing in.
But when I go home, I'll put heat on it, you know, like Bengay or whatever, and then I
I'm going to get a fork and eat it.
You don't eat it with a fork, you just grab it and stuff it in your mouth.
Jaws ain't that big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, what she eat.
Lindsay, now, what you eating?
Well, it could be, I don't understand it in my
It's
voice.
what?
It's going up in her
Let's
nose.
get Lindsay.
That's perfect. Really?
Are you sure you want to get it
Tell her
away
when you
her
got her
face?
now.
At a minimum.
Got it?
Sister?
Set her right there. Now, she's in the light and everything.
Hi.
Look, Lindsay. Look at TV.
There you are.
You're eating?
That's a baby.
Now don't pick your nose.
Point to your ice cream.
Yeah, baby, that's a
Point.
good baby. Yeah.
Point to your eye. Point to your eye.
Point to your eye.
Point your eye and
Right
look at
there.
TV.
Right there. Baby.
Yeah.
Right there. That
Point your
eye.
eye.
Your eye.
See it on TV? Your tongue. See your tongue?
So much.
Now you're recording. Now it's recording.
Lizzie.
It'll shut off when
Go
you
like this,
stop
Lizzie.
again.
Lizzie, go. Go. Ah. Stick out your tongue.
Come on, let's see your pretty face.
Hey, get Lindsay. Come on, Jack got her sticking out her tongue now.
That's the
I
way.
don't want her to have a tongue out.
Lindsay, ah. No, with your tongue out. Ah.
Oh, don't do
Got so
that.
much stuff
Yeah,
on
she
her
looks
face,
like a
it's
pig.
gonna shine.
Lindsay, go.
No,
Ah.
we want it to be nice. It's recording now. Lindsay, what does Santa Claus
Okay,
say?
get somebody else out there.
Marlene.
First time would have been good.
And then What's that, Andrea?
Jenny, the microphone's on, so be quiet.
You're real mean looking in the TV, Carlene.
Yeah,
Real
don't
mean
swear.
looking. Carlene, you've had a rough life. I think.
Yeah, anybody married to you would.
What have you done now, Guy?
Let White stay over.
Totally interested.
Ma. Ma.
Get him, Grandpa, Guy.
Get the cat. Cat.
There's the
Cat.
little cat, right under you.
Cat. Cat. There you go.
Oh, yes.
There, now. Immortalized forever.
Go, Jenny.
Doug?
Hey!
See if you make him talk now. There he goes.
You pick that up on the
Ask him
mark.
what
Yeah.
kind of mix you like.
No, Andrew, get out of the way.
Yeah. What?
And
Now,
the-
now what kind of mix is that?
So go play. Somebody better wipe her up.
Louder?
Somebody wipe you up. Now you're trying to get Gus immortalized forever. There you are.
Oh, gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go. You can stay up here for a couple months more. What are you talking
We can
about?
film
Just
it
honey.
and then we'll show her. Gus wants to be friends and she won't.
Well, Grandpa, how do you do?
How do you do?
Okay, get my dad. Or whatever good.
Andrea, you don't do that.
Andrea.
Every time. How come
I'm
you
just gonna yell at
Andrea, you'll
Andrea.
have your fair share on the camera, okay?
Sit down.
Okay, Karen, you're on the spot.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's see that muscle pose now.
Oh, hello, Mom.
Get his arm, Gary. All right, here we go.
Andrea, you're running out of chances. Real quick, sit down.
Okay, Andrea, let's see a pretty face.
Well, now here it comes. Get ready.
Where's Andrea?
Smile, Andrea.
Get up there with your mama.
Wipe the piece across the face.
Where's Andrea? Oh, there she comes.
Now get down.
See?
Smile.
There they all are. Give Grandpa a big old kiss. Come
Grandpa's
on.
ready.
Give Grandma a kiss.
Come on, Andrea.
Okay.
And one more. Come on. One more.
One more.
Oh, God. Oh, she's so cheap. Oh, she's so cheap with him.
Andrew just sat down.
Guy?
Huh?
Nobody else has.
Well, I say so. I think you're all right. I think Ted and Gary looks both like you.
Come on, Tim, face the camera, man.
See?
Here, Grandpa, we don't have any of you now. We don't have any pictures of you.
Gary is head through the eye.
Now everybody
Head through the
out of my way, I can get down to.
Let's get that big booger on his nose.
This is for you.
Okay, that's good, Grandpa. Stay there. I want to go out now.
Oh, that's all right.
Gary!
All right, here's Santa Claus pictures.
Take this back.
Hi, baby.
Come
Lay
here.
down.
Come here. Come here. Work for me. Come here.
Sit down.
Take that out in case.
Do you want a taco? Do you want something else?
Chimichanga.
Say something I can fix.
Well,
I
we should
forget it.
try to be real nice and let this thing go just let this thing go.
Everything.
I'll have macaroni and cheese.
Oh, guy.
All right, now we got Tim here.
Andrew, you nice girl. Andrew broke the rules.
Like what?
What are the rules?
At the bottom.
It was empty anyway.
But she breaks the rules.
When it's empty, it's empty.
Oh, you were telling us a story. You told me that story the other night.
What story?
Well, about how you got your house.
Oh.
Had you cut it down? Andrea!
It's okay, Dad. We go to 6 hours.
Okay.
Record. Yeah,
Grandpa.
Oh, Lindsay.
I know. Take a look here. You can see what you
You can
did.
see through here.
No, you can't.
You're just going back
Yeah,
and
it's
forth.
black.
No.
That's color. Yeah,
No.
but that's now.
Come
Now
through
look.
and
When you
that's
turn on
all.
the
No
light.
more.
Now you see what color you
No,
got.
no.
Like
Teddy
daylight.
bear
See?
got all dressed up.
All right, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Can't do nothing
Can I
with it.
wear your shoes
We're
again?
gonna sit here and have you tell us a story. So
I
get
know.
yourself comfortable.
Well, when I was going to school in the old schoolhouse there in the Portage, one day we was out of school at noon, And
Go ahead and have a good time.
the guy came out right and kicked me in the nose, and I jumped up after him, and I chased him, and I caught him, and he fell down, and there was a rock laying right down beside the tree there, and I bumped his head down the rock. He got up, the ball went home, and that's the last I seen of him for 2 or 3 days. That's all.
Well, tell us about that time then when you saved them ladies in the hot springs.
Is that what?
When you saved the lives of them ladies in the hot springs.
Oh, there was Sam Hoskins and I was down to Hot Springs there in Plymouth, and we was swimming, and there was a couple of girls, and 2 boys came out there in the water, and they got too far out, and the girls went to go down, and the guys just left them. So Sam and I both swam out to grab a hold of them and bring them back in. We just grabbed a hold of their hair, and swam back to the bank and brought them out and saved their lives. They were drowned to death.
Well, why didn't you hold them under?
But we didn't want to.
All right, now tell us the story when you and Mom got started.
Well, that's quite long.
That's okay, we got time.
Well, after Grandma and I got married, we didn't have no place to live, so we was playing down to Grandpa's, and Uncle Bud Hall, I'll tell you by name. Uncle Bud Hall bought the old pool hall. It was just south of the store, and he bought it, made a chicken coop out of it. And so I'd been up there helping them get it on the wagon so they could go. They had it all hooked on and went down, so I went down to Grandpa's, and they was just eating dinner. And Grandpa says, well, Pete, he said, why don't you go up there and have Bud pull that house over that there on the corner, just about my place out where he lived up on the corner there, you know, a little white house. I says, well, I don't know whether I could do that or not. I said, why don't you come and go with me? Of course, I called him, didn't call him Grandpa, I called him. I said, why don't you come and go with me? So we went out and got in the corner, went out, and they was going up the road by Short Falls, right there, where John lives now. So he went up, and the guy was on lead with the horses, and he said, when you get up the first lane there, a block, turn over south, and pull that little building house in on that lot there on the corner of my lot. And so with Grandma and that was Grandma's mother, Maggie, they had gone up there, and when they seen him make the turn, why they started pulling the fence down. So that nobody knew where they was going until they went over there, and Lloyd Gibbs was the guy with the first horses. So and he went over there, he just drove over and made the turn. Of course, they all had to follow him, see, and pulled it in the side of the lot. And then they stopped. Nobody knew where they were going until they got there. So, well, then the hand said to Bud, Grandpa, that was Grandpa, says, well, what do you got to have for this? And he said, well, just enough to build me a little chicken coop. He says, okay, I can sell a dairy. So Grandpa and Tony and myself got up the next morning, went up to the canyon, that Brush Canyon, and got a dairy cow. And then the next day, I got the horses and took it down to Fielding for wedding, and he bought the dairy. Then the next day, Grandpa and I went to Fremont and told the Jess Dewey, she was running the lumber yard there. He wanted enough lumber to build, told us the size he wanted. And we got that all done. And then after we got him started and the lumber up there, then I had to dig the basement. The way I dug the basement was just had a horse and an old Fresno scraper. And I dug the scraper full of dirt, and Grandma was riding an old Molly. We'd take it out and dump the dirt down in the holler. We got that basement dug. Then after we got that all dug, ready to put on, the Mr. Stevenson, the service or the agent on the railroad, he says, well, they just go down and get some of them big old boards they locked up on the box cars, you know. And he says, we'll make the forms out of that. So that's how we got started. Then after we got to the house on there and all fixed up, then I'd go down to Tremont with a little old overland I had and get the knife lumber. I'd start to make a partition through it, but to build the one end on. I had to build that on first, and then bring maybe 4 or 5 pieces of wood down. I'd tie them down under the axes and on the wheel and tie them on and away I'd come home. Which was what I could buy, and that's how we got started. And now you could tell how you remember how we.
Well, I want to hear one more story. Tell us about that when your mom died down there.
When I was a little boy, I was only 4 years old, and of course we lived up the road that goes up the canyon, and we had my grandfather John lived a little ways to the south of us, and my mother sent me and my brother over to Grandma's to get something. I can't remember what it was, but I can tell you right today, in that door, it's as plain as she ever was, I guess, but to me, you know. And I can't remember what we went after, but we went over, but I remember we got back. And then the next time I can remember, she said to me, I'll go down to the cellar and get a can of tomatoes. You used to have an old celery, you know, down in the ground. I went down and got that, and that's how I remember my mother at that time. And then she got, my brother and her got typhoid fever. So then we moved down, went down to Grandma Hoskins' in that house where, just across the road from the schoolhouse. And when my brother died, I don't remember him, but he died one night, and my mother died the next morning, and my dad had me in his arms, and I remember Mother dying, and that's the only 3 things I remember of my mother.
Well, let's hear that story about that pulling team that Grandma used to like that went down there and got caught in the wire.
Oh, by that horses? Well, I'll maybe just shut it off so I can think about it a little.
Okay.
Can you think of another one you want to tell?
Huh?
Can you think of another one you want to tell? Anything.
Well, I can tell this one. Like, kids to remember if they would listen. Now listen.
Oh, now let's talk. Go ahead, think a little bit, Dad. She's trying to feed Gus now.
Andrea?
Give him a bite.
Get their names.
So you tell that one when the one went down in the field and died?
I'm going to tell you about a couple teams that Grandpa Newton used to have. Now, that was Grandma's father, Hans Newton. And then their horse's name was Knapp and Finch. And, well, they were good, really big bull Belgian horses and good pullers. They outfollowed anything. And one morning, Grandpa went out down the field, and I think the Snap had got in the wire and got the hoof of his foot almost off. So he had got him up to the trail, up from the field up to the trail, and the horse just laid there, and he wasn't. I knew that he couldn't get well, but they had to put him to sleep. The Grandpa couldn't do that, so he went up and asked Charles Holland. He'd come down and put that horse to sleep. So he came down and shot him. So then they took this horse and pulled him down by the river, drug him down by the river, and in 3 or 4 days, Snap was just, you'd be surprised how he went. He just never, they had him in that big board trail, and they don't know how he ever got out. And that was in just about 3 days after the horse, Finch died, that they found him gone. Well, finally, they started to run around to find where he was. That horse had gone down to the field where they pulled Prince, and he laid down and died right beside his horse.
Now, and they were a pair,
You know, they were a team.
a team.
Yeah.
Hey,
They
Good.
were together.
Curly,
Yep, go. You're on.
Well, I went to work for William Gibbs. I was down just now south of town, and he only had a team. In that big field, you know, out south of that big white house out in the field. He told me to go hook them horses up and take a hand plow and go out there and plow. And when he started me out, he said, "Now you look way down there by James Jones, and you see that sunflower?" I said, "Yeah, I can see that sunflower." Well, he said, "Now you keep that horse right straight to that sunflower and have a straight roll right up and back." And I had to plow out there with that field for 4 or 5 days. It was just a team and a hand plow.
get up there and show us in that house where old Stink, what his name, lived. And you had to.
Well, when I was a young man, this picture's an old home that my stepmother lived in. Her home, her father's home. And so then my dad and her lived over there. And there was steps went up the side of this, outside there.
Back up.
And I'd go up, we
Back
did
up.
go up
That's
there and
you
go
with
to
the
sleep,
pillow.
sleep up in that.
So we can point. He's pointing. Go
Like that
ahead.
all.
Wait a minute, Dad.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
I'm getting these scanned.
Back it up.
Well, if we get these-
Started out where you said, start over again.
Well, this one I had to record that, did you?
Well, no, we were just practicing then. That wasn't recording. You go ahead on, we got
Go ahead and
everything.
just point up there, just kneel on the counter.
I'm ready, Grandpa, now you go ahead.
After Dad remarried, he married Clara Hoskins. And this was her father's old home. So then Mother and Dad lived in this place over on the east side of the Portage. Well, then they had just one little bedroom in the bottom, and then up in the attic up there, they had 2 little rooms, bedrooms up there. Eldon and I, my brother, used to go up there and sleep at nights. Now that's the story of the house.
But you gotta get the stink part in there.
There was a fellow that used to come around with peddling candy and all putting up that calico stuff, and he'd take old boots or eggs or anything, chickens, anything he could get to sell. So he would come up the road one day, and I run all over trying to find a boot so I could get some candy. So I finally found one of these old hide floor boot rubbers. And I had to go and catch him at the top of town. So I said, "How much you give me for this boot? I want some candy." Boy, he said, "I'll give you a stick of licorice." So I got a stick of licorice for that floor rubber boot.
Yeah, but
There was a guy used to, we called him Chinkin Jones. He used to come around peddling. That's the one. Okay, and then when he got ready to go home, why, he'd come and stop at the house. I told his dad, and you want to know if he could stay there overnight. And Pa says, "Well, I guess you could." He'd take him, so he took him in and took his horses and took care of him and fed him. And when we got ready to go to bed, Dad says, "Well, now we go to bed." And I was scared. I says, I dare to go up there and go to sleep or to bed tonight. Can't I sleep down here? He says, "Yeah, you can sleep in that room there. We'll put you on that cot." And that old man, Jenkins Jones I called him, he stunk so bad that I wished I had him upstairs when I sleep. I couldn't sleep anyway.
Probably, huh?
Are you gonna tell something?
Now that's all the story.
I don't know nothing.
You know a lot of stories.
Oh, you know some stories.
I didn't know I'd ever told you them stories.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know, Gary knows all of them down there.
Yeah, I know all these stories.
Gary could write a whole chapter. Okay? Because she's so loved by so many people
There's been so many offspring before her that love her, that she is that lucky. Plus she got Theora's blessing. Say, my ears are green because I'm so dumb.
How'd things go today?
It was an awful day.
Well, go ahead, talk.
Terrible, horrible day.
Get out of the way now.
That's what you were talking about.
That's my beer now, not yours.
Don't, Gare.
Get away from that, Carlene!
Tell me
Not
what
while
to
you're on
say.
movie.
You ain't getting any of this.
Guy is.
Go ahead, just tell us about what happened today. That's all you gotta do.
Just went to work and had a terrible, horrible day.
Well, you have some scuzzes at work?
No,
How the hell are we gonna get out?
just hard people to deal with.
So you had a bad day?
Yeah.
Gary! Gary, come on! Now that's all.
I'm supposed to say something now?
Danny died. He was in Salt Lake the other morning. And that left an arm alone.
Okay,
Got out of that.
I'm happy that we're here tonight. We had a good Mexican food dinner.
Then off the light.
Today our mobile home went on the lot. I feel silly looking at that.
I guess I had
When I look at that though, does my eyes go straight at the TV?
Yeah, you look in here, you look, they'll see you then.
Okay. Our mobile home went on the lot today, and Tim went up there with the truck, and we got our truck yesterday, and it's a Ford Courier. So that meant I got my car back, and I didn't have a car for a couple weeks, and it was real hard. And it's been really hard getting the mobile home onto the lot because there's been a bunch of complications and unexpected money problems that we didn't expect. We still haven't got the electrical box. It's going to be $350. Costs $140 a day to get the mobile moved on. Costs about $640 for the septic tank and the drain pipes and the gravel. And God, what else? There's a bunch of other things. $300 for the cement that we had to cover up anyway. Tim rented the backhoe twice because the first time he leveled it out, it had to be re-leveled because it wasn't level. But now it's level because Dad leveled it out. Dug the septic tank. Now it's all done. We should be able to move in about a week and we'll be all done before Christmas. Got to spend $75 for Christmas and that's all.
Now look, see the handle on there?
Where?
The handle. See how I'm sitting on the... See him sitting? Okay, center me in the screen. There you go, some more. More yet. Right there. All right, now.
Now he's centered.
You gotta clean off your nose first before I start.
Clean off my nose. What's on it?
Now you gotta look down a little bit because you got a glare in your glasses, or else take them off.
Oh, no.
That looks better. No, take them off.
No,
It
I don't
does.
want them off. I gotta have them here. Okay, you just got me. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oh, you had it going already? Oh, well, okay. Well, we're having Dad's going away party tonight, and I'm glad that we could all be down here and had a good Mexican dinner. Everything's going good. Guy and Gary's went off somewhere, and I hope to hell I get back pretty quick. And we've had a good time with Dad here. And I wish he'd stay, but he won't stay. I don't know why, but he's in a hurry to go home, so maybe we can get him back up here again pretty soon. And that's all I got to say.
I push it again. She wants to come sit with Grandpa Jenny.
Mom and Dad would make me mad. I'd want to run away. I think I could go somewhere where it'd be more fun. I'd just get mad at them and I'd say, okay, I'm going to run away. So this time I got my few clothes and put them in a pillowcase and took off and went down the hill to my girlfriend's place. And I guess she was going to run away with me, but I remember when I got down there, it was just before sunset, and they were having fried potatoes. And I remember that smelled so good, and I kept thinking, boy, I'll be glad when it gets dark. I bet they'll wonder where I am. They won't know where I am. They'll wonder where I went. They'll be sorry. But I wasn't gone very long, and I went back home. I chickened out. Sarah and Ted, I guess they remembered me telling about that or something, because they would get mad when they get disciplined, and they would say they were going to run away too. So if you went, wasn't that you? What? And Ted, that were going to run away? You went and got your socks down the hall?
Me and Gary did that one.
Oh, was that Gary and Carlene?
And we thought all we needed was socks.
So they went down there and got some socks and have them in a bag.
Well, them little round suitcases with the little handle at the top, you know, and then that crib, that salmon-colored crib.
What was you talking to you?
Had to take 30 tears all in the bed. Started out, and he packed one end and I packed the other end, and we marched up the hill to Francis, to Crowshaw.
Well, that one night you come out and I said, I remember you said, well, I guess Mom's not going to let us run away.
Yeah, I remember saying that. Did you stop us?
I guess I must have got mad at you because you said, well, I guess Mom's not going to let us run away.
No, one time you let us go. We went out the door and up to Crowshaw's and figured you weren't coming back after us, so we'd go home. And it was dark.
Oh, that's the runaway stories.
To move.
You want to go runaway story? I'm going to run away as soon as I get
So we all had to go on an away party at school, and I got to go across the street and buy all the bubble gum, you know.
Yeah.
And we could chew gum and blow bubbles and stuff, and everybody said goodbye, and we packed all our stuff up and went home, and you said, well, we're not moving. Dad got a job.
Went back to school the next day.
No, I wasn't going to go. Hid behind the Coca-Cola machine.
Yeah, in the dark.
Cried. Went back the next day and was all embarrassed.
That was good.
Lindsay,
That's
no.
all that's left.
I'll tell you a story here.
Back in the Wild West was done.
Back in the old days when
When men wore
men.
6-shooters on each hip.
Aren't you kids going to do anything with us? Is Andrea going
Well, Grandpa and I had
to
worked
on the program?
probably for about a half a day to fix this mower that he had on his tractor. Going down there to Loy's shop, and Dad was cutting out big washers, and Loy was getting mad about it. And it would have taken him about 10 minutes to make him a washer, which he did in the end anyway, and paid him $5. And Loy said, now that would have cost him $25 anywhere else, and I want you to tell your grandpa that. So being a young stupid idiot, I went and told my grandpa that. And he went, oh, is that so? He said, I believe I got a bill here that he owes me, just about $55. And he goes, and he can take his damn washer and keep it. And I want my $55 tomorrow. So like an idiot, I walked back down there and told Loy that. And I think I just about started the Civil War in 40. So what happened was the washer was free and Loy paid his $55 bill. But I was out mowing, I don't know, it was about third crop hay for Grandpa to feed his sheep. And then I came roaring up the street. I just learned how to shift gears on the tractor. Well, that reminds me of another thing. I'll have to regress here a little bit. He goes, when he was teaching me how to drive it, he said, now let the clutch out slow, and I let the clutch out slow, and the tractor started to go. And I thought, gee, this is great. I'm learning how to operate machinery here. I'm going to be an operator here pretty quick. And then he goes, all right, now shift it up into second gear. But it had one of these kind of throttles where it was always steady. You couldn't let your foot off the gas and get the RPMs down to match the transmission gears. So I didn't know anything about that, so I just jammed it into second gear, and he goes, now let off the clutch, let off the clutch. So I went, okay. I did. And he goes, the tractor jumped up and he says, you'll strip Grandpa's gears. And I started to laugh. Thinking I'd strip Grandpa's gears. You know, he got mad at me. But I was sitting there going, there ain't no way you can win this. But anyway, on the night I was coming home after mowing the field, it was kind of twilight, and I had the knife down on the tractor, and I should have had it up, but I was tired and I couldn't lift it up and hook it onto the tractor, so I drove it home with the blade down. When I came in too fast, I hit the big tooth on a tree, locked the blade up, and just turned the corner just as fast as it'd go, and busted off the tie between the power takeoff and the gears. It didn't break it entirely, but it broke it enough to where if you moved it enough, it'd break. And so then I got a lot of strength and put it up, parked the tractor in there, and then, oh, I don't know, 2 or 3 days later, Grandpa came out and he goes, now, son, I don't want you to run this so fast because it seems to break the shaft. He's looking at it, he goes, oh, this here's cracked. He said, maybe you shouldn't run it so fast. So from then on, he was running it slow. And I didn't have enough nerve to tell him that it was me that hit the tree, so he was always mowing slow. After that, all the hay and the grass would build up in the knife, and he I said, well, run it a little faster, Grandpa. And he goes, no, it'll break it. So that was about it for that. And then I put a pitchfork handle up against the back seat while he said to move a log, and he decided to take a notion to back it up, and backed it up, bent the seat, and busted the fork handle. And then you couldn't lean against it. You couldn't even drive it back because it was on springs.
Don't you remember when I thought you were going to run over to Ted, that knife up?
Yeah, he said, well, come up here, you know, but I had to let my foot off the clutch because it was so tired that I let it up, but I knew I was going to be able to take it out of power takeoff, and boy, I got hollered at then. But Ted turned around, and he started running like a scalded dog down there. Well, we weren't close to him.
I told you, put the blade down, put the blade down. And Ted was standing out down the middle.
I know it, yeah, and I was going, hey, we can't do that, there's Ted's down there. Grandpa was hollering, put the blade down, put the blade down. I said, what do you want to do, cut his feet off? And he goes, whose feet? And I said, there's Ted right there.
Yeah.
And he goes, stop, stop. And I'm sitting there going, I don't believe this.
Okay, that's the best story.
Grandpa, we can't put the blade.
Now,
I said, what are you going to do?
I was pretty excited there.
Yeah, you got pretty excited there.
Pause it. He's not going to do it.
Just tell something.
Pause it.
No, he's going to talk.
Well, think about it, okay?
Tell about some of your butcher
Your turn.
experiences.
I told already.
Tell us about
I
the
did
time you got
already.
stoned and Carlene told us to get out of the car.
Oh, yeah. That could have happened any time.
That could happen to anybody, right?
Carlene is
Get
really
out of the
mean.
car.
I could say this, Carlene is a really mean individual. Really mean.
Depends on
And
how you
it's
act.
been really mean to me. Yeah,
And me too.
that's right.
But I don't know why I still love her.
Hey, Gary, tell about that time we decided to
The
play.
Pikes Peak, Jesus, that's 15,000
Well, but what did we
feet
call
tall.
it?
That's 15th Avenue.
What did we call it?
Banana.
What's the name of that mountain behind your house?
Canyon.
Lemon Peak?
I guess it is, Lemon Peak.
Oh,
What a
Lemon
stupid ass name for a mountain. Lemon Peak, well, we...
Why
Boy,
were we going there?
I don't know how the hell you ever made it.
You didn't want to. Starting to remember.
God, we were pulling you up. Yeah, that's right. We were walking across them cliffs and the rocks were going falling down 200 or 300 feet and you're going, oh, don't cry, get across. Yeah, that was quite a deal. For Easter, so we could see the Great Salt Lake, I wound up carrying you. Must have been 14 miles I carried you.
Well, I remember we got down faster than we got up.
Well, you always do.
Yeah, but you hollered skunk or snake or something.
Yeah, there was a snake up
And
there.
me and Dolores took off. And you went
Yeah, and then we had a hell of a time to find you up there on top of the mountain.
Wait, you ran up or down?
I don't know where they went. We were just kids. We climbed up there, it must be, 6,000 feet. We walked across a shale cliff. And I'm not kidding you, though. I'd probably told you that before. It's 500 feet straight down. And that stuff where the snow freezes, it breaks it off, and you walk across there and you go, and you see the rocks, big rocks, like maybe 100-pounders going forever. And you're thinking, oh my God.
What are you doing up there?
So I got Carlene and Dolores, and I'm leading. Carlene's right behind me. Dolores is behind Carlene, which was a mistake. And then Ken Stanquist is behind Dolores. We're going, okay, we'll be all right. So across we go, and we're going, since I'm breaking trail, I'm going, and I'm thinking, oh God. You know, and it's a long ways across there, and you're just looking down going, Finally got to the top, or almost to the top, and here's a snake. And I reached my hand up there and it's going, you know, I don't know what it is. I thought it was I think it was a rattlesnake.
Blow snake.
Might have been a blow snake, probably was.
Down black tongue.
So I go, snake! Boy, they couldn't get across that cliff. They went right over the top. Rocks are coming down, squealing, hollering, raising hell. Up they went through the sagebrush, and Ken's looking at me going, well. And I'm sitting there going, well, where are we going to look for them? I said they went up. We might as well go up too, you know, if we can get off this cliff. Well, let's look the way they went up. I said, we can't. We ain't scared now. I said, they already broke off the good trails. We'll have to go around here. And he had a hole in his shoe, and he goes, my foot hurts anyway. And I said, shut up. So I got him by the belt, and I'm holding on up here. My fingers are bleeding on this rock, and I'm going, get over here and move your feet, damn it. You know? So we get over there in the dirt and took a little rest. And we were so stupid, we filled our canteens with pop instead of water. And as you walk, it just foams out the top, and it don't do anything to curb your thirst anyway. It just makes you thirstier because it's just a bottle of fizzy sugar. Sure. So we drank it all up, got up there, and we're looking around hollering, hey, hey. Got to the top, and there they were up there having a sandwich with somebody that had already made it. And they were little kids. God, I'm going, how'd you get up here? Well, we came up that side, you know, we came up the side. So we saw the Salt Lake and everything, and then came down. By the time we got home, we were about 18 hours to get up and mom. I'm carrying Carlene, Ken's carrying Dolores. Came in and Mom goes, where have you been, you know? And we're going, well, we climbed the mountain. Well, I don't believe that. And she said, boy, we're hungry and thirsty. And she said, well, here, have some milk and a can of Campbell's tomato soup. And we're going, are you kidding? After our ordeal.
You had to carry Carlene now.
Oh, shit, I'm not kidding.
You wouldn't have got
I had her on my shoulders and I'm going,
You know why I don't like climbing mountains now? I've had all of it, I can
yeah,
say.
because I would carry her.
I can't believe it. She climbed that thing, and that was tough climb.
And
So
then
you're
I don't
crying, and
know
I'm going, Carlene, don't cry. You'll be all right. I got her, grabbed her by the head, and I'm going, she falls off here.
Yeah, I'm responsible, right?
I don't climb anywhere.
Not only just take care of yourself, but
Ready?
Wait, Grandma didn't say.
what's the print open yet?
We're just exchanging.
It's a recording.
Just go ahead, Graham.
Okay, can anybody guess?
Thank you.
Just shot at.
Hey, Graham.
Just shot the kid.
What beer?
Oh, portable jewel champ. Yeah, yeah, all right.
These presents come from Grandpa's store. And they're from Grandpa. Okay?
Jewel champ. Thank you.
Is this mine?
Okay.
Yes. Grandma, is this mine?
Their name on it?
Yes. Where?
Okay, let's check this out.
There's
now here.
none. There's none in there. There's none in there.
Okay, can I be that puppy?
Someplace.
Yeah, you got
It's not
you.
in there.
Hey, man.
Look out, Graham.
Right
Justin.
over here, Jerry.
Look out, Justin.
Don't open
Hey,
it.
Dad,
Uh,
I got another story here.
okay, just a sec till I get this.
Just getting drunk
it
enough
on
to
Jenny.
tell all the good stories.
Well, don't get any drunker.
I can't get
Okay, honey, open it
You don't have
up.
to worry about it. Just as goddamn drunk as I can get.
What is it?
Get,
What's that?
turn it over, Jenny.
Over?
And I love it.
There you go.
What is it?
Okay, that's all now.
What is it?
Now you
All
can say
Oh,
thank you,
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Yeah, I got a picture of it
Now
here.
Justin's next here.
Okay, just a sec. Wait, Justin. Take a look at this here just a little bit.
Oh, you can have this.
Open it up.
Okay. Now, all right, go ahead.
Way down upon the snowy river, way down at home. No, you quit it.
Cookie cutters? What do I do with cookie cutters?
Let me fix this
What
up,
is it?
man.
What is it?
Hold it up.
Cookies.
They're cookies.
Okay.
Oh, I see that's them.
Now, did you open one?
Cookie cutters. Thank you, Grandpa.
Dad get one?
Thank you, Grandpa.
Hey, now you leave this alone.
Middle Canyon
Grandpa.
with a case of pop and all them hot dogs that
Hey, Grandpa.
Grandpa and Grandma would take with us and everything like that. Remember we'd build a fire up there and get dig them seagull lilies or whatever they are.
I'm getting a picture. There's a Gopher story here right now.
Seagull lilies or seagull lilies, whatever they are. Crocus? Is that what it is? Well, anyway, we got up there and we got all full of blackberry pop up to where that spring always fills up the water trough there. Where is that?
Flowing well.
You may not.
No, that ain't flowing well. Up to the canyon there, where the spring coming out with that little pipe and it fills up the water trough.
Oh, up to the Middle Canyon.
Middle Canyon, yeah.
Up at the Frank Cartrol place.
Right. So we came up from there and we built a big old fire and roasted marshmallows and Carlene's in the back of the pickup and Ken and Dolores and just about everybody in the world's out there. And the road was so rough that
You bring that here. It's mine. Bring it.
he was going real slow, and I said, well, I can probably run that fast.
Go get yours.
So I jumped out of the truck, out of the back, and held onto the tailgate and ran just as hard and as long as I could, till I ran down, and then I let go and fell right down onto the road, broke my nose. And I just saw the truck go down over the hill and disappear in a cloud of dust.
No.
So there I was,
Mine.
up there, and I was up there for, I don't know, what, a half an hour. The kids were beating on the window, and I was going, yeah, hi. Everybody's
back.
having a good time.
Now leave it alone.
And I started walking out of there.
No.
Took a long time to get out of
Get
there.
out of
Pretty soon here he is backing up the road.
Get out of there. You want to spank it?
Come up to get
Put
me.
it back.
Well, I was glad to see him.
Some dish towels.
Close.
I need these.
That means do the dishes on
Grandpa
Sunday
opened
rather than
his
save them till
present.
next Sunday.
Grandma, so Grandpa opens his present.
Colleen, for you and yours.
Yeah. You
Okay, 'cause
too.
You gotta use some of them.
No, she knows better how to do it than I do.
Go, don't
I've never
open
used
it.
them.
Good tell.
I've never
You can
used
look
them.
at 'em just like
Yeah, I
that.
can tell. That's
Andrea,
right.
Go have Grandpa's tea. It's home at the say Grandpa. Grandpa, turn it towards
Are you
Andrea.
going home on Saturday, Grandpa?
Grandpa.
You want me to take
Thank
you
you,
up there?
Grandpa. Oh.
Here, honey, this is ours.
Here, you go over there and open it. I got this. Go over there and help her open it. I got it.
I just figured if you need some time.
I got it.
I ain't got enough room in my car to take you up. I got enough room for one.
Hey, Grandpa, move to the side, will you?
Well, I think they should take it.
Grandpa, move to the side. You're blocking out the present. There you go. Somebody open it.
Microwave oven? Well, that, I think that'd be nice.
Is that all it was?
That's fine. If they don't mark anything, they get the wrong presents. Now,
Andrew,
see,
now move. Everybody, move out of the way of the present.
that should have been down. That one right there should have went down to Debbie.
And Debbie's got
And Debbie's
ours.
got something that Dad gave us. How come you get your eye mashed again that thing?
I've got to
You-
get that from you.
Yeah.
I just put my
Okay, now let's let Grandpa open his.
before or
Well,
whatever.
give it to him.
Put it right
What
in
is
there
it?
for-
Ray, come get this blue
Could Grandpa open his present now?
That's the way Andrea gave Grandpa his present. Come on, Andrea. Come here.
Just come on up here. They're opening it. Just let her go. She's gonna end up falling.
You help Grandpa open that up.
I mean, down on the floor and get in the picture if you want to, Jenny.
That's the way. Show him how to open it up.
Should I close up the present?
Don't get right there. Have the camera on him. Honey, watch.
Sit down. You're standing all around.
Oh, boy.
Go over there and sit down.
I like that all right.
Open it up now.
No, he don't have to open it.
What is it?
It's strangled.
Tell him Merry Christmas.
What?
Strangled me.
Now just stay there. Hang on.
Now, let me see who this is.
Wait.
You want some of that candy, Grandpa?
From you.
No,
Oh, I'm not gonna open it.
Well, what do you mean you ain't gonna open it? She gave it to you. You gotta give her some candy now.
Okay.
Help Grandpa open up that present.
Graham, is that the avoidance of bringing that?
Yeah.
Why did you bring
That's
it down
right.
here?
Because I was going to use it.
Well, don't forget it.
What is it?
Upside down,
Don't worry
Grandpa.
about it.
Jenny, my grandma.
There.
Oh, my gosh. Thanks. You.
Sure.
Yours?
Zoom in on it now.
Mom and Dad.
Hold it up, Grandpa.
Thanks.
Grandpa,
Give
hold it up.
Grandpa
Hold
a
it
big
up.
old kiss.
Hold it up. Just straight up.
Give
There you
him
go.
a kiss.
So Grandma say, Grandma.
Look at there.
Nice. That's very nice.
Outside.
Hold it up.
It'll fit you. You don't have to
Extra
worry about
large.
it. You ain't that fat.
Extra large.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get you to doing some sit-ups,
Hold it up,
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
You get that fat.
Now stop it.
No, now put it
Back up.
back.
Dad,
Show
Now,
everybody
you
the
focus on the
shirt, Jenny.
people.
Show everybody the shirt.
Dad. Now say what Gary gave you.
What?
Now say what.
Ray,
Went and whacked that right out of your hand, didn't I?
out of my hand.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Not at all. Be still.
Before he finds out what he got, all right?
Whatever.
Listen.
Now listen. Hark. If you'll all be still, I'll tell you what Gary gave me. Gary was buy my ticket home for $140 he gave me. So I'm going to take it and buy me a little microwave.
Well, I don't think
I had
anybody
my
should have
ticket
bought your
bought,
ticket
so
home.
he gave me the money, now I'm going to buy a microwave with it. $140.
Well, I'll give you 160 for it. I'll give you 160 for it and stay here. Okay? I'll give you 160, you stay here.
I'll give you 1,000 and you stay here.
Yeah.
10,000 and you stay here, right?
Yeah.
Now get Karen to open this.
I'd have too much money.
No, I don't believe that.
Should I just open it by myself?
Yeah.
All right. Lindsay, come here, baby. Lindsay.
Wow.
Not yet. Lindsay, come on, let's open it now.
Ow, so you can see the present too.
Yeah.
Help her through there. Lindsay, come here, babe.
You almost have to carry it in yourself.
Come here. Let's come down. Okay, now put the cookie here.
Pretty close.
Hey, go back, Karen.
Let's
Hey,
go.
Jenny?
Okay, now look
I
at
know what it is. I like them both.
How can I see anything with that?
this. What thing? This thing?
This one here, you gotta get
Andrew,
You
you
gotta
gotta
come
right.
stand to the side, Andrew.
Look at me, get around there, it says.
Look, Lindsay.
Hey,
Whoa.
This one I'm gonna find.
I'm telling you.
Who made these?
Okay,
I don't know yet.
Grandpa
Maria
wants
did
to
come
do
like
something
that,
they
and she
can,
got them at the bazaar.
It's a bear. Those are cute.
This one. Yeah.
what are they?
They're
Hold one of 'em up.
dish rags. Dish
Hold
towels.
on.
One of the other
See the
ones.
picture. Hold, don't get your hands over the picture. Ready? Alright, now just hold it still.
We haven't in our mouth, we haven't run open it. It's
You will.
not, but I like drawing pictures.
Market
Dish towel.
day.
I draw straight
Bake
lines.
day.
I did make it fun. Like I'll draw Christmas.
Ironing
We
day.
can't see that, Karen.
Okay.
That's all you need.
All right.
Alright.
All done.
Now, Tim, you're right there. Move, Karen. He can say a few words to the
I ain't
folks
saying
back
anything.
home.
Say something. Say
What's
you're
say, Tim?
tired.
Tired, I wanna go home.
What say?
Tired, I wanna go home.
How'd your day go on the job today?
You didn't work.
We made it.
Well, he was up there. That's a job up there.
All right, get out of the way.
I was good there, they did the work.
Are you about done shoveling?
No,
All kinds
he's
of shoveling.
shoveling.
10 more
There.
yards.
Graham's gonna shovel with him, huh?
10 yards. Can
10
you see my
yards?
profile?
No.
You got a nose like Barbra Streisand.
Kind of comes out there and just goes.
That's to
Is that your other new outfit?
It is.
Yeah. That could have, everything of that could have been